Welcome to my ultimate guide to TikTok Shop webinar. So if you are a brand and you are looking to launch on TikTok Shop, this is the video for you. I'm going to go over step by step how to do it all yourself in-house, including best strategies, tips, tricks, and hacks. All four of the phases: setup, getting videos, running ads, and management, as if you are a friend of mine who owns a health and wellness brand and they say, hey, Riley, I want to go on TikTok Shop. I have FOMO. I want to get on that platform. I want to scale. How do I do it right? That's what this ultimate guide is. I'm also going to get into the secrets to success, the most common questions that we get asked, the most common mistakes to avoid, how to find and partner with premium creators. Those are creators that are proven to know how to sell, examples of viral videos that you can just copy, and swipe files of those viral scripts that you can just copy, plus a ChatGPT prompt that I whipped up for you that will write you viral scripts for your product, and also how to find the right TikTok Shop marketing agency. So the story is, obviously, I run an Amazon marketing agency and lots of our clients are having FOMO. Hey, how do we get on TikTok Shop? It is the biggest emerging marketplace in the world since Amazon. So that's the story here. And I'm going to go over exactly what you need to know. Real quick, by the numbers. You already know this. It's huge. It's exploding. There's tons of shoppers. There hasn't been a new e-commerce platform like this in a long time. Brands are crushing it. Goalie is going insane. They did $3 million in 3 months. This brand did $1 million in 3 months. This brand, a boring old mashed potatoes brand, is a huge case study. They got 14 million views on their account. And here are some more brands that are absolutely crushing it on TikTok Shop. Here's another case study. This brand doing $900K a month that I'm going to get into in detail in a second, exactly what they're doing, and another CPG brand that went from $700 a month to $80,000 a month in just a couple months on TikTok Shop. So I'll just get into it high level. What's the secret to success of TikTok Shop? It's great videos, having a lot of videos, obviously having a great product, great brand, and then just having enough inventory, enough budget, and lots of testing, lots of patience. Similar to Amazon, you need a great product, you need enough inventory, you need lots of testing. But with TikTok, the ads are the videos. It's a content platform, very different from Amazon in that respect. But it's very exciting for me because I'm a creative type person. And so I love TikTok Shop because it's all a game of creative and selling. So if you're a salesperson, if you're a creative person, this is really fun stuff, which is why I had so much fun putting together this ultimate guide. Most common mistakes. You have average videos, not enough videos, you got an average product, not enough inventory, not enough budget, and not enough time spent testing. Okay. So here's a little slide of TikTok versus Amazon fees. I won't go into it on this guide. You can pause the video or screenshot this. The TLDR, the selling costs are similar. The point of TikTok Shop is not that it's going to have less fees than Amazon. The point of TikTok Shop is the potential to go viral. So this is the goal. The goal is brand awareness, aka reach millions of new potential customers. And here's what is happening. Brands are seeing as much as 30% boost in their Amazon sales and their website sales when they're pushing hard on TikTok Shop. That's called the spillover. So the spillover is where the money is made. So this is a long-term play, not a short-term profit play. I mean, similar with Amazon. So most brands see TikTok as a brand awareness channel that is break even, at least in the first year, similar to Amazon. And they're making the money from the spillover to their Amazon and the website. The spillover is real, folks. Users on TikTok, they'll discover your product on TikTok and then they'll just go Google it or search it on Amazon and buy it. A lot of Americans just trust Amazon, so they'll go buy it on Amazon. And the potential to go viral, which goes hand in hand with brand awareness and potential to reach millions of customers. So you can't really go viral on Amazon, so to speak, but on TikTok, that's the name of the game. That's the whole point. The potential to reach millions of new people who would not have known about you otherwise. And they may not have even known about your product category, right? They would never even thought of to have known about your type of product or even be aware that your type of thing exists. So potential to reach the masses, right? So even if the TikTok channel breaks even, you'll make a profit on the spillover. Let's get right into how it works. So here's how it goes. Phase 1 is setup. Phase 2 is getting your videos. Phase 3 is running ads. And then phase 4 is just managing, test, keep it. So in setup, you're setting up your account, setting up your listings, your fulfillment, getting videos, you're connecting with creators, getting videos made. You're getting as many videos as you can with your budget. Top brands do hundreds of videos per month. Then you're running ads. I'm going to get into the ad strategy in a bit. And a common mistake that brands make is they get hundreds of videos and pay for hundreds of videos before they've proven the product with ads. So the best method is prove with ads first, then get tons of videos after you've proven the product works for TikTok, okay? So you're going to be boosting the best videos with Spark ads, also running ads on your own account, repeat, test, double down on what works best. And then your account managers are just managing the account and staying in stock on TikTok. All right, so phase 1 is account sign up, and then we'll get into phase 2, how to get great videos yourself. So account sign up. First of all, the most common question I get is, Riley, what are the selling fees? So TikTok Shop takes an 8% cut to be on the platform. And then the creators / affiliates have their commission. All right, so you can think of this kind of baked into ad spend that ranges from 10 to 30%. I would say 20, 25%, 30% is more common. And then there's the fulfillment fee. So you can use fulfillment yourself or fulfillment by TikTok. Yes, it's called FBT, TikTok fulfillment. So signing up, you go to seller.tiktok.com and it's going to look something like this. You click America, you click US, and it's going to prompt you to type in your information. If you already have a brand TikTok account, then you can sign in and link that TikTok account. Step 2 is choose your seller type. Step 3, submit your company info. You're going to need the general company information. And yes, you do need to have a US registered company. Step 4, submit your store info. Step 5, connect your bank account. Step 6, wait for approval. It takes a couple days. And I'm just going to run through this because it's pretty self-explanatory stuff. Step 8, connect your Shopify store. There's an app for that. Step 9, list the products you want to sell. And step 10, join the TikTok affiliate program. So that is the steps for signing up for a TikTok account. Here are some more commonly asked questions about account setup. You can screenshot this or pause the video. And that's the account setup. Next step is getting great videos. I'm going to tell you how to get great TikTok videos on your own. So just like Amazon, the way I see it is there's 2 ways. Do it yourself or done for you. Hire an expert or an agency to do the ads / make the content for you. But before, I want to answer a very common question. Riley, how many videos am I going to need? What should I expect? So the strategy is the shotgun approach on TikTok. So expect, like, this is how brands are making big money. They're sending out tons of free samples. Okay. But a common mistake that I've actually learned through talking to TikTok Shop experts is when you're cold launching, don't send out hundreds of samples before you've proven that your product actually works on TikTok. So a better strategy is when you're cold launching, when you're first launching on TikTok, get around 10 good videos, run ads on them first to validate that the product sells. And then if the product sells, invest tons in videos, as many as you can with your budget, essentially, right? Remember, paying for videos is essentially the same as ad spend. The videos are the ads. Most brands do hundreds of videos per month. The goal is to go viral. And with all social media, you got to take many swings at the bat to go viral. So expect 100 to 300 videos or so before you can get one to go viral. A common mistake is working with very cheap creators, but actually better strategy is do less videos and work with premium creators who are already making a lot of money as an affiliate. They know how to sell. They know what works. They know the scripts, the frameworks, the angles. They're very creative. They know how to go viral. But those guys are harder to find and harder to work with, right? Because their inbox is already flooded with brands wanting to work with them. But I'll get into how you can do that easily later in the video. There's a strategy which I call the 30 videos a month for $300 a month strategy. Many brands are doing this these days where if they like a creator, they will put them on a monthly salary to make 30 videos a month for them. And they'll be testing different angles, different scripts, different styles, different stories. And these young Gen Z creators will have several brands on retainer. So they're happy. Plus, they're making money on every sale. So many brands are doing this. When they find a creator they like, they're like, hey, let's make you basically an ambassador. I'll give you a monthly salary to make X videos per month. Everyone's incentivized to make the best videos. So that's the expectation in terms of number of videos you're going to need. Now I'm going to go over different ways to connect with influencers. So a big thing right now is Discord groups. Here's one, for example, where young creators will learn best practices, strategies, tips, tricks, how to make great videos. And on some of these videos or some of these Discord groups, brands can also pop in and post jobs, post their products, and then creators can say, hey, I like this product, send me a free sample, or start a conversation and work together. So there's tons of Discord groups. That's one option. There's also tons of influencer platforms where you can filter and browse to connect with creators that you like Influencify. These have been around for forever. Creator platforms or directories, there's tons of them. And then there's UGC marketplaces such as Billo, where you just pay money and you get UGC videos back in exchange. But of course, you would want to make sure that they're also going to post these on TikTok, because that's our whole point here, is to have them posted on their account, not just your account. So those are some options, but there's actually a better option. TikTok Creator Marketplace, which I've talked about before, now known as TikTok One Creator Marketplace. Yay! Tap into the power of TikTok creators. Start your partnership in 3 easy steps. Search for creators, seamlessly collaborate, view insights. Tailor-made matches, flexible collab types, comprehensive analytics. Here's some examples. So just go here and click Get Started. And it's going to prompt you to sign into your TikTok Seller Center, but essentially it's just a browser. You can filter by different demographics, categories, and you can look at examples of videos that they've already posted. You can send a message and negotiate either a price per video that they have set, or there's a lot of creators that will just take free sample. And so that's something you're going to need to think about. Do I want to do only free sample creators? Those are going to be the lower quality ones, right? The more high quality ones, they're going to charge an upfront fee per video, in addition to the commission they're going to make on sales. Okay. So in summary, just go to TikTok, just use TikTok One, sign in, have your whoever on your team is going to go in there and be the creator manager, go crazy, send tons of messages. If you're cold launching, get your initial 10 solid videos that you think are worthy of ads, put some ad spend behind that, give it a month or two, and then you should have enough data to know, okay, this product can work for TikTok. If so, then open the floodgates, contact even more creators, and get as many videos as you can that your budget will allow. And then you're off to the races, blasting on TikTok. So that's the do-it-yourself option. Just use TikTok Creative Marketplace. The done for you option, of course, would just be to partner with a TikTok shop agency, where they already have their own network of premium curators. They already kind of have their own roster, save you time, get more sales, and avoid headache and mistakes. And I'll get into a little bit later in this video where to find verified TikTok shop agencies. So that is how to get great videos. Use TikTok Creator Marketplace. All right, before getting into phase 3, running ads, I want to go over what makes a great video. So I have my Riley's rules for banging videos. And then I have this Notion page here, which has some video examples, which I've graded and then put what's good about it and what's not good about it. So rule number 1, it's entertaining, watchable, informative, funny, not boring. TikTok is a content platform, not a shopping platform. Rule number 2, the get comments rule. The more comments, the more views, the more sales. Same principles apply to any social media video, right? TikTok is a social media platform, not a selling platform. So if a video gets more comments, it's going to get promoted more by the algorithm. It's going to get more views. Thus, more people are going to see the video. Thus, more people are going to buy the product. And this is just social media strategy. Rule 3, the genuine rule. So TikTok's all about genuineness. People can sniff out fake/scripted and not genuine videos. People want to see realness. Rule 4, the show over tell rule. So show people the story, the product, don't just tell. Rule 5, the us versus them /before versus after. That always makes a great story. Before it was this, I was struggling with this. And then after, oh my God, I found this product and it's amazing, changed my life, game changer. Or the us versus them, the comparison. So I tried other things, this other brand, and then I found this brand like, whoa, this is way better. Rule 6, the great hook rules. The first 1 to 3 seconds. What makes a great hook? It catches attention either visually or with words /script /piques curiosity. Rule number 7, a great script. What makes a great script? There are many forms of scripts. There's the pain agitation solution, the before versus after, the simple story, the game changer. And rule 8, the 5-year-old rule, also known as explain like I'm 5. The simpler, the better. Make it easy to understand as possible. Those are Riley's rules of a banging video. If you want to see even more examples of top performing ads, TikTok gives this to you. Just go to this link and you can type in your industry and it will give you examples of videos that are selling. Let's go to health, dietary supplements. Here we go. Here are top performing TikTok shop videos in the past 6 months. So TikTok wants you to know how to make the best videos. They make more money. You make more money. Everyone makes more money. So here's a quick link to the supplements page. And in fact, I analyzed and reviewed the top videos here in this Notion page. I'm surprised that some of these are top videos because they're not super good. Well, they're not optimized, I will tell you that. All right, before we get into the viral script swipe file and ChatGPT prompt, let's go over how TikTok shop ads work. So phase 3 is running ads. And just like Amazon, the way I see it, there's 2 options. Either you do it yourself /in-house, or you do the done for you option. You partner with an agency or expert. So in general, this is how TikTok shop ads work. It's just an ads manager similar to Amazon. There's click-through rate, there's ROAS, there's conversion rate, and all that. TikTok shop calls conversion-focused campaigns GMV ads, gross market value, basically meaning these ads are specifically meant for conversion. So these are the KPIs that you're going to be optimizing for in your ads. Now, this is not a detailed tutorial of how to set up your campaigns. That being said, if you want to just go off what ChatGPT says, I put it in a document right here. Step 1, integrate your shop. Step 2, here's the basic 3-tier structure of the campaigns. Step 3, create your first campaign, choose product sales. Step 2, name your campaign, start with a budget. Step 4, configure your ad groups. There's different types of targeting, cold audiences, warm audiences. There's retargeting. There's different types of placement. And then set your bids and your budgets. And you're going to want to optimize for conversions/purchases. Step 5, configure your pixels. Step 6, Spark ads. So Spark ads is what allows you to promote other creators' posts and boost their posts on their page. And they're going to love that if you do that, because their video is going to get boosted. They're going to get more commissions, more sales, but you're going to love it too, because they just produced a banging video. It's getting some sales organically. And now you're like, hey, let's put some fuel behind that fire and get even more reach. So there's Spark ads, and then, or you can just upload directly in the ads manager and run them through your account. Here's the general campaign testing methodology. Here's the optimization process. Here's the scaling strategy. Here's the reporting and attribution. And here are some other tips. Say GPT/the internet. Refresh your creatives weekly. Be mindful of the reporting delay. Spark ads convert better. Sounds like it makes sense. Okay, cool. So I put that there because information nowadays with ChatGPT information is commoditized. How I see the value of this video is helping you understand the general strategy, philosophies, mistakes to avoid, as well as real life experience, wisdom, and knowledge for these platforms. That's why I just asked ChatGPT, what are the general setup for TikTok ads? And that's what it is right there. Really, what marketing is test, 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 keep what's best. So let's go into phase 4, manage. So to recap, we have signed up for our account. We have gotten some videos. We're educated on what makes a great video, and we're starting to run some ads to get some traffic, some eyeballs, and some sales. Okay. From there, it's just like the Amazon channel. You're just managing TikTok Shop. Here are the 3 pillars of management. There's content/creator management. There's the ads management, and there's the ops management. Now, these might be 3 different people, but I'll go over the potential look of who you might need to hire and how you might want to structure your team. So there's a creative relationships manager. They're going to be finding the creators, maintaining the relationships and the communication. And then there's the content strategist. So this person is very educated on what makes a good video, so they can make sure the videos are good, drop the bad creators, double down on the good ones, and be guiding the direction of the content. So paying attention to trends, writing the creator briefs, teaching the creators who can improve. All right, so that's the content strategist. And this may or may not be the same person as the creator relationships manager, but they're 2 different skills. And then you have the TikTok ads specialist. Again, same like Amazon ads. I tell brands all the time, just make sure the ads are run by someone who knows what they're doing and you're not just winging it. So someone who specializes in TikTok ads, tracking the sales, performance, checking in every day or a few times a week or whatever makes sense. TikTok ads specialist. And then you have the operations management. So in Amazon, it's Seller Central Manager. In TikTok, it's Seller Center Manager. And they're in charge of managing the account, the listings, the fulfillment, the compliance, the fixing things, troubleshooting, opening and managing support tickets, customer service, integrating tools and softwares. And then part of that, but it may be a separate person, is the inventory manager. And their job is staying in stock. With just like Amazon, a huge part of any sales channel is just inventory management, staying in stock. So this may or may not be the separate person from the Seller Center Manager, depending on what makes sense for the person, for your business. So there's one more person needed, and I call that person the Senior Account Manager. So this is basically the ultimate owner of the account. It could be you, or if it were a TikTok Shop agency, it would be the Senior Account Manager. Or if we're talking about Amazon, it's your Senior Account Manager. They're in charge of the team. And under them, in terms of Amazon, we have the Seller Central Manager. They're also in charge of the inventory. And then we have the Amazon Ads Specialist who works under the Senior Account Manager. But with TikTok, you need another person or it could be the same person, that is managing the creators and the content, because the ads are the content. This is essentially a social media channel. Okay. So, anyways, that's my outline of the TikTok team needed. All right, so now I'm going to give you a swipe file and a ChatGPT prompt for some viral scripts, because in my opinion, it's all about the script and the idea. And the cool thing is nowadays we can just copy the most best performing videos from other products and just emulate that. So I'm going to show you a couple videos that I found on the TikTok advertising examples, and I'm going to give you my thoughts and breakdowns of ones that I think are good. All right, let's go this one right here.
So last night, my husband was going on and on about how he's so glad we're at the blowout stage with our kids. I thought it'd be hilarious to prank him with some chocolate that says had a huge blowout while she was napping. Stay tuned. I can't believe I'm doing this. We are set up. Clay! Oh my gosh, help!
What? Oh my god.
I can't do it. I don't feel good.
Sissy, is it in her mouth? What? Sissy, what's wrong?
I'm just kidding. It's a break. It's chocolate. I just got you so good.
Didn't you just ruin the mattress though?
Actually, we have the Newton mattress, which is the only 100% washable mattress. You can take off the cover, throw it directly into the wash, and you can even wash the core of the mattress in the bathtub. Hey, at least it was not poo.
So, yeah, that's a creative and funny idea. It's a prank, and then it ends in tying it into a product, right? So, this is a good creator, all right? She knows how to be creative and funny. That's a good video. Let me show you one more.
Hey, Caroline, can you take out the trash? Meg, the bees are dying. The trees are dying. And your biggest concern is me taking out the trash? It just really smells. Priorities, Meg. Well, it's not like you're sitting there sating bees or planting trees or whatever. Oh, contrarian, Montfrarian. Very incorrect. Because I just added tab for a cause to my browser, and now they're gonna plant a tree. No. You just clicked like 2 things, and now a whole tree is getting planted? They're planting a tree for everyone who adds the extension this month. Plus, now every time I open a tab, money gets donated to charity. I'm a philanthropist, Meg. It can't be that easy. It is! And it's free! And you can do it too. Who? You keep doing that. Who are you talking to? Don't worry about it. Okay. You gonna take out the trash? Oh, I would, but I've got this old sports injury that's been like really flaring up, so. Oh no! What sport did you play? What?
So again, it's just being super creative and funny. What I think she could have improved is show the website to download it. So that was promoting like an app. And now I'm going to show a couple more, which are, I'll give you my thoughts after and we can compare.
Experience the most comprehensive anxiety and stress relief. Melt away tension and say hello to a new sense of calm. Calmies were formulated by a PhD with nearly a dozen plant-powered ingredients that are clinically proven to help you feel more relaxed and balanced. With clean, good-for-you ingredients, it's vegan, sugar-free, drug-free, no artificial colors or dyes, non-GMO, and non-habit forming. Each little Calmies gummy bear has the most delicious vanilla and raspberry flavor. Every order is filled in an FDA-registered facility in the United States. Orders are shipped in 24 hours and are backed by a 30-day happiness guarantee. Enjoy better energy, mood, and focus. It's super affordable.
So TikTok said that video performed really well. I give it a B-. This is what I call the hold the bottle and read the script type video. Now I'm going to play you another hold the bottle and read the script type video that TikTok said performed well, and I'll tell you which one I think is better.
These Cloudy Calmies Daily Stress Gummies are plant-powered stress support gummies. They're formulated with ashwagandha, rhodiola, and L-theanine to give you a plant-based boost of stress relief throughout the day. These are made with clean and effective ingredients that are clinically proven to help reduce stress, and it leaves me feeling nice and calm and relaxed, but not tired.
So what she did well, it's obviously a solid script, but she added B-roll. She showed the gummy like this. This is definitely necessary. And then she just put her calm and relaxed face. It's just show over tell. She's like, ah. And then it was a genuine tone of voice. Doesn't sound too scripted. Could have added captions. So I'll play one more, kind of just hold the supplement bottle and say something.
One thing about me, focusing on one thing, there are a million other things I need to get done, is really hard. So I was on a serious hunt for something to help me. When my friend told me about FM Focus, I didn't have too high of hopes. And I'm a little embarrassed to admit how wrong I was. This gets me started on a task and keeps me focused on that task. It also doesn't create that brain fog you usually get with other supplements. I only need to take this once a day. Also, I love that it doesn't have a crazy list of ingredients. This is something I'll definitely keep ordering.
So this one is a great storytelling script, and as well as it has the thumbnail text, Adderall alternative. So it's clearly hooking in people who are on Adderall or looking for an Adderall alternative or looking for a strong nootropic. And she tells a good story. She's like, and she starts out with one thing about me. So she makes it about her, which makes it more of a social media video. She's telling like her story. But that being said, you can tell that this is an ad, right? You can tell she's reading a script and she was paid to do this. In my opinion, it's the videos where, at least at first, you can't tell that this is like a sponsored video. It blends social media and entertainment and product placement. It's the one where it doesn't feel like product placement. It's just a product kind of just ends its way into the social media video. That's what TikTok is all about. So this is another hold the bottle and read the fucking script type of video, as is this, as is this. In my opinion, these are meh. Anyone can send a bottle to someone and say, read the fucking script, right? Did she write this script herself? Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. Anyone can kind of do that. In my opinion, it's these two over here where the sauce is at. These type of creators, the ones that can think outside the box and like get really creative to tell a story or be funny or do a little skit. The ones that are talented social media creators, and now they're just doing what they've been doing for years on social media, but they're just incorporating products into what they are already doing, just making entertainment on social media. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm going to play one more. This one got 1 million likes, 43 million views, and I'm going to give you the script to this one. I wrote out the whole script as well as the ChatGPT prompt that you can emulate this script. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to play blood flow, and then I'll give you my thoughts. This got 42 million views and went crazy viral.
31 years as a pencil specialist, and I know exactly how to fix your pencil. Dip your balls in cold water. I'm dead serious. Cold exposure down there boosts testosterone and blood flow. You'll feel the difference in drive and firmness in under a week. Chew raw garlic every morning. It stinks, but it's nature's Viagra. Kills bad gut bacteria, increases nitric oxide, and lets testosterone flow like it's supposed to. Stop using scented body wash. Most of them are loaded with estrogen-mimicking chemicals. You're literally bathing in what's making you softer and slower. Switch to a natural soap and thank me later. Most men laugh when I say this, until they try it. Eating beetroot daily makes you harder. It boosts nitric oxide, the same chemical behind blood flow meds. No pills, no tricks, just the right fuel. If you've been feeling off down there, this is the one thing I tell you to fix first. The one I recommend is in the link in my bio. 31 years as...
So, yeah. Obviously, this one was made with AI. So this is what I call an AI avatar pattern interrupt script. Top-notch script, top-notch hook. It's got the pattern interrupt. I'll fix your pencil, dip your balls in water. Makes you laugh up front and go like, what? It's controversial, attention grabbing because it's about sexual health. Therefore, it's funny and kind of out there. Therefore, it got tons of comments. Therefore, it got promoted in the algorithm. Therefore, it went viral. Therefore, it got shitload of sales. Also, it is showing what it's talking about. You know, the screenshot of the body soap, the screenshot of the garlic. Simple show over tell. And also, it's leading with some tips. It says, hey, this is an educational video. I'm telling you how to fix your testosterone. Chew the garlic, switch to natural soap. And then at the very end, it says, also, beetroot is great. And the one that I recommend is this one. It's a link in my bio for this one, right? So it's like educational and actually gives people some useful tips. So it's an educational video that just throws in the product at the end. And in fact, this is one of bunch of accounts that are TikTok affiliate accounts, and they're using AI to mass scripts, and they're completely AI generated. And I'm sure they have this running on an AI agent, automated. And so now this is on Instagram, but I think they have a TikTok account too. But someone sent me this account as an example because they probably saw one of their viral videos. And then what I did was I asked my assistant to go through their account for the past several months and find the 10 most viewed videos and then transcribe the scripts. So these are the scripts that got the most views, all of these right here. So you can copy all these scripts, paste them into ChatGPT, and say, hi, ChatGPT, please take these viral TikTok video script examples and then write 3 scripts for my product following the same principles/frameworks. And then just paste either a URL to your product page on Amazon or your website, or just paste your product info, and ChatGPT will do that. Now, of course, these are kind of following the doctor/specialist in sexual health category, but the principles are what works. It's the hooking you in. It's the providing the tips. So these frameworks can work for other supplements categories and other products too. So if you're wondering, hey, Riley, all right, all this sounds great. How do I find a verified TikTok shop agency just to do all this for me? I appreciate all the strategy. Now I know what's required, but I'm not looking to do this in-house. I would love to find a TikTok shop agency to implement all these strategies so I don't have to worry about it. Just a turnkey solution. So how to partner with a TikTok ads agency. So why use a TikTok agency? They already have their own network of premium creators that know how to sell. The ones that are hard to get because their inboxes are flooded, right? So they already have established relationships. Saves you time, gets you better videos, get more sales, and of course, no headache and avoiding mistakes trying to figure it out. So how to find a TikTok shop agency? So I was wondering this, and you may have already done this, or you may have thought that you were going to do this after watching this video. I asked ChatGPT, how to find a professional TikTok shop agency. Step 1, define what you need. Step 2, where to look. TikTok marketing partners directory, referrals and case studies, freelancer marketplaces, and then qualify the agency. And then you might want to shortlist some candidates, and it gave some examples here. So, but in fact, my point of this is TikTok has their own directory of verified TikTok agency/advertising partners. TikTok marketing partners. Discover the best partners. Why work with a partner? How do I partner? Work with a partner. Agencies, creatives. So just go here, partners.tiktok.com, click work with a partner, click United States, and you can browse a bunch of agencies here. So basically what you're going to want is look for an agency. And so they have all their verified agencies here. So you might be wondering, Riley, do you have a recommendation? Well, in fact, for the entire past year, I have been looking around for TikTok shop agencies. And the funny thing about finding TikTok shop agencies is TikTok shop is so new. There's not a lot of experts or agencies with tons of experience. And so everyone is kind of new. And so initially last year, I was like, all right, well, let's just do TikTok shop ourselves for our clients. But then actually a former employee that I worked with reached out to me and says, hey, I'm working for a TikTok shop agency. We should talk, and maybe your agency can partner with our agency. And so that's what I've done. And they are one of the verified agencies, one of the TikTok partner agencies. So I'm like, oh, perfect. So I have had multiple calls with them and I vetted them. So it is an American agency. And this person, the main guy, has actually been doing TikTok shop for several years in China for Chinese brands. So he's already been doing this for several years, and then started a couple of years ago taking on US clients when TikTok Shop launched in US. They're absolute TikTok Shop geniuses. And so I'm like, perfect. You guys are great. And so I'm essentially just recommending our clients to them. So they basically do A to Z TikTok Shop channel management, account setup, creator management, running ads, and management. Everything that I said. It's a simple flat management fee plus 5% rev share. The management fee depends on number of products, essentially, and scope. Then there's the creative cost. So getting the videos and paying the creators, that's depending on your budget. They'll go over a TikTok business plan and go over a budget that works for you. And then advertising cost, again, depends on your budget. But typically we recommend $50 to $100 a day, similar to Amazon, to start testing. How to get started? So they are offering free 1-hour TikTok Shop consultations. As long as you pass the initial qualifications, you have enough inventory, you have sufficient marketing budget, and you're committed to the TikTok Shop sales channel. Okay. So first step is a free 1-hour TikTok Shop consultation where they will go over your situation, make sure you qualify and it's a good fit, go over your question concerns. If it's a good fit, write out your TikTok Shop business plan and then agree on the scope and pricing, onboarding, communication in Slack, adding user and seller central, scheduling weekly or bi-weekly strategy calls, work begins, and then ongoing communication in Slack. Similar to how we have our A to Z management for Amazon. Here is a supplements company that they worked with, Snap Supplements. I'm familiar with them. So they helped them get to 900,000 a month in TikTok Shop sales using a dual ads strategy. And they were posting 2,000 videos per month. I'll show you kind of what it looks like. So this is their own page. So they're posting tons on their own page, just like any serious $1 million brand should be posting on their own social media. And then they're sending out tons and tons and tons of free samples, right? And recruiting tons and tons and tons of creators to promote their product. Here's another case study where they helped this CPG brand go from basically nothing, doing 700 a month, to 80,000 a month in TikTok sales in just a month or two. So this shows, similar to Amazon launch, if you do it right, there's a potential to really reach a lot of people. 80,000 in sales within a 1-month period with 8,000 in ad spend. As you can see here, sending a bunch of free samples. But first, if you're cold launching where you don't have any sales on TikTok Shop, first, before you send out tons of samples and invest tons of videos, first run some ads, verify that it works on TikTok. And here's a kind of screenshot of the dashboard for that one. You may be wondering, what do TikTok Shop ads agencies charge? Actually, I was wondering this. So I just asked ChatGPT, what do professional TikTok Shop ads agencies typically charge? And ChatGPT said they charge between $5,000 and $20,000 for full service campaigns. Common pricing models, flat rate, monthly retainers, performance-based, typical services offered, strategy, content, influencer, ads management, analytics. If you're considering a TikTok Shop ads agency, it's advisable to do these things. And then I asked, what kind of commissions do TikTok agencies typically take? In my research last year, it seemed to be agencies were something like around 10%. So they'll take, ChatGPT said 10% to 30% GMV. Interesting. Percentage of ad spend plus performance bonus. So some agencies do the ad spend, percentage of ad spend. Maybe some agencies might do cost per purchase or a revenue share model. If an agency handles everything, they'll typically do a revenue share model, 20 to 30% of net revenue, says ChatGPT. What determines the commission? Product, conversion rate, who pays for the ad spend, real world examples, 20% commission. So anyways, feel free to look up this yourself, but depending on the size of your company, 5,000 to 20,000, I will say our partnered agency is very competitive in terms of the management fee and also very competitive in terms of the commission, only 5% commission. ChatGPT says 10 to 30. So anyways, I've had many conversations about these guys, how they charge. Their pricing is very, very reasonable is what I'm saying, compared to most verified TikTok professional agencies on here. So if you want to download this whole mural board, there will be a link below. where you can save it, share with your team or whatnot. If you want a 1-hour free consultation, you can see that link below as well. And if you want to learn more about TikTok, I have another video here on the screen that you can click to keep learning and dive deep into the next steps for TikTok Shop success. If this video was helpful, leave it a like, that'd be appreciated, and see you on this next video.